Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that affects millions of families around the world: divorce rates. We're taking a look at the top 10 countries with the highest divorce rates and, more importantly, trying to understand what's going on behind those numbers. Divorce rates aren't just random statistics, they're a window into the complex realities of love, economics, culture, and everything in between. We're not here to judge, we're here to learn. So buckle up as we journey across the globe, exploring the factors that contribute to the rise and fall of I do, and I don't anymore. From idyllic islands to bustling cities, we'll uncover how history, economics, and social change all play a part in shaping the landscape of love and loss. It's going to be a fascinating, albeit slightly bittersweet ride. Picture this: pristine beaches, crystal clear water, luxurious overwater bungalows. Sounds like paradise, right? Well, that's the Maldives. But beneath this tropical paradise lies a surprising statistic: the highest divorce rate in the world. Nearly 5.5 divorces for every 1,000 people. Historically, certain interpretations of Islamic law allowed for easy and frequent divorces. Multiple marriages were not uncommon, contributing to the high divorce rate. But things are changing. Modernization and evolving norms are reshaping the Maldivian family structure. Women are gaining more agency and are less likely to stay in unhappy marriages. The high divorce rate is influenced by cultural, religious, and economic factors. Next up, we travel to the largest country on earth, Russia. Russia holds a less enviable title, the country with the second highest divorce rate globally, clocking in at a hefty 4.7 divorces per 1,000 people. The collapse of the Soviet Union in the early 1990s brought about seismic shifts in Russian society. Traditional family structures were shaken as economic instability, unemployment, and a sudden influx of Western ideas swept across the nation. This led to increased stress on marriages, and for many, divorce became an unfortunate consequence. In recent years, Russia has witnessed a slight decline in its divorce rate, potentially indicating a slow but steady shift towards greater family stability. Our next stop takes us to Belarus, a country often overshadowed by its larger neighbor, Russia. But when it comes to divorce rates, Belarus is, unfortunately, making a name for itself, with a rate of around 4.1 per 1,000 people. The transition from a Soviet republic to an independent nation was not without its growing pains, and those pains have, at times, manifested in strained family relationships. Economic hardship, limited job opportunities, and a lack of affordable housing have all contributed to a climate where maintaining a stable and happy marriage can be a significant challenge. Add to that the changing roles of women in Belarusian society, with more women entering the workforce and seeking financial independence, and you have a recipe for shifting dynamics within the traditional family unit. The Belarusian government has recognized the issue and has implemented programs aimed at promoting family values and providing support for struggling couples. Latvia, a nation in transition. Let's shift gears a bit and journey to Latvia, a small but beautiful nation on the Baltic Sea. Known for its stunning coastline, medieval castles, and vibrant culture, Latvia also faces a sobering reality: a divorce rate of approximately 3.7 per 1,000 people. Latvia, like many of its Baltic neighbors, underwent a period of rapid social, economic, and political transformation after gaining independence from the Soviet Union in the early 1990s. This transition, while ultimately positive, brought about significant changes in societal norms and values. As Latvians navigated their newfound independence, many began to prioritize personal fulfillment and happiness, sometimes at the expense of traditional marital expectations. Lithuania, echoes of change. Our journey through the Baltics continues as we cross the border into Lithuania, a nation known for its rich history, vibrant folklore, and unfortunately, a high divorce rate. With approximately 3.5 divorces per 1,000 people, Lithuania finds itself grappling with similar challenges to its Baltic neighbors. The collapse of the Soviet Union ushered in an era of profound change, and Lithuania was not immune to its effects. Traditional gender roles, once deeply ingrained in Lithuanian society, began to blur as more women entered the workforce and sought educational and professional opportunities. This shift in dynamics, while positive in many ways, also created new challenges for couples accustomed to more traditional relationship structures. Furthermore, economic hardship and emigration played a role in straining marriages. Many Lithuanians, seeking better economic prospects, emigrated to other European countries, often leaving their families behind. The United States, land of the free, home of the Divorced? We've traveled the globe, but now it's time to head back home to the good old US of A. America is known for apple pie, baseball, and the pursuit of happiness, but it also has a high divorce rate. 2.7 divorces per 1,000 people. Individualism and personal freedom contribute to a flexible approach to marriage. Divorce is now accepted as a solution to unhappy relationships. The US divorce rate has been declining, especially among millennials. Ukraine. Love and conflict. Our journey takes us now to Ukraine, a country of vast plains, vibrant cities, and a spirit of resilience that has been tested in recent times. Unfortunately, Ukraine also faces a high divorce rate, hovering around 3 per 1,000 people. The ongoing conflict in the eastern part of the country has undoubtedly cast a long shadow over Ukrainian society, including its families. The displacement of millions of people, economic instability, and the psychological toll of war have all contributed to strained relationships and an increase in divorces. But even before the conflict, Ukraine, like many post-Soviet nations, was undergoing a period of rapid social and economic transformation. Traditional family structures were challenged as more women entered the workforce and sought greater independence. Cuba Revolution and relationships. Our next stop takes us to the vibrant island nation of Cuba, a land of salsa rhythms, classic cars, and a complex history. Despite its image as a place where love and passion run deep, Cuba also faces a high divorce rate, around 2.9 per 1,000 people, one of the highest in Latin America. Cuba's high divorce rate is a product of a confluence of factors, including its unique history, economic realities, and evolving social norms. For decades, Cuba operated under a socialist system that, while providing social safety nets, also imposed certain restrictions on personal freedoms, including those related to marriage and divorce. However, in recent years, Cuba has undergone a gradual process of economic and social reforms, leading to greater individual liberties and a loosening of restrictions on divorce. This, combined with economic challenges, a housing shortage, and changing gender roles, has contributed to an increase in divorce rates. South Korea, love in the fast lane. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to dive into the world of K-dramas, K-pop, and, unfortunately, a rising divorce rate as we explore South Korea. This tech-savvy nation, known for its cutting-edge innovation and a work ethic that would make Elon Musk blush, is also experiencing a shift in its social fabric, with divorce rates hovering around 2.1 per 1,000 people. South Korea, for decades, prided itself on its Confucian values, which emphasized family harmony, filial piety, and, yes, you guessed it, lifelong marriages. But hold on, because things are changing, and fast. South Korea's rapid economic growth and globalization have brought about a cultural shift, particularly among younger generations. Individualism is on the rise, and traditional expectations surrounding marriage and family are being challenged. Add to that the pressures of a hyper-competitive job market, long working hours, and the sky-high cost of living, and you've got a recipe for marital stress. Denmark, happily ever, maybe? And finally, our journey takes us to Denmark, a land of hygge, pastries, and a surprisingly high divorce rate. In this Scandinavian paradise, known for its high levels of happiness and social welfare, the divorce rate clocks in at a substantial 2.6 per 1,000 people. Denmark values individual well-being and personal fulfillment above all else. Another factor, Denmark has a super simple and straightforward legal process for divorce. Plus, Denmark's robust social safety net means that people, especially women, aren't financially dependent on their spouses. A high divorce rate doesn't necessarily mean that love is dead in Denmark. It might mean that people are prioritizing their own happiness and are willing to leave relationships that no longer serve them. That's a wrap. Well, there you have it, folks. A whirlwind tour of the top 10 countries with the highest divorce rates. Remember, divorce rates are more than just statistics. They're a reflection of the societies we live in, the choices we make, and the evolving nature of relationships in the 21st century. Thanks for watching.